Well, hey everybody, Jonathan Doyle with you here. You're looking magnificent today. Welcome to the Daily Message. Please make sure you're subscribed. I know regular listeners go, Jonathan, we already have. I know, but I get lots of new people on the channel. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So each day, each night, wherever you're hearing this or whatever time you turn on your little device, I can interrupt your consciousness and go, hey, got another message for you. So please hit that subscription, notification bell, and go and check out the description notes here, because in there is all of the good stuff that I want to share with you, how to get access to my book for free, how to book me to speak, and where to find the podcast version, because on the podcast version I go deeper, so go check that out. Okay, yesterday we talked about resilience and hardship. If you didn't hear that, go check it out, because it's a bit of a deep dive into why we want to welcome hardship in our life. We don't want to go looking for it, but when it comes, we need to welcome it, be more gracious about it, because it's an invitation to growth. Today, I want to talk about action. I want to talk about, a couple of weeks ago, we shared a quote from Pablo Picasso, the famous artist, who said that the basis of all success is action. And look, this is not a complex message. I'm getting convinced. I've been evangelized. I've been converted into the school of action. I thought for a lot of years, I often thought it was about preparation. I thought it was about reading and studying and reading and studying, and I think that's been a huge blessing to me over the years. But I've begun to realize that there's something more going on, that no matter how much you know, no matter how much you think, no matter how much you intuit, it doesn't eventually matter. What ultimately matters is what you do. And taking action. So all I want to say to you today is, if you want to move your life forward, if you want to create change in your life, you need to be taking action. And everyone goes, yeah, well, of course, we get that. But people don't do it. People think about action, they conceptualize it, then they talk themselves out of it, right? We find all these ways to go, well, I would do this, but, and you just end up with a big but. Everyone's got a huge but this, but that, but I can't, but I would, but the weather, but the government, but the economy. You got to take action. The next resistance point is people go, well, you're just telling us to just be frivolous? Not quite. I'm sometimes of the opinion that you just need to take radical big action as often as possible, as constantly as possible, as frequently as possible, to keep doing stuff. Why? Because all of the action does one major thing, well, two things. One is it moves you forward, right? It's one of the fastest ways to get your life moving forward is to take action. Second is that taking that action creates feedback. So this is the answer to the question, well, what if I take action and it's the wrong action? And I go, well, that's awesome, because you've just learned what doesn't work. People go, it's like a Jedi mind trick. People go, what? What now? What now? My little daughter, she says that. She goes, I say something, she goes, what now? I really go, it's funny. I think it's from Peter Rabbit, the movie. Go check it out. Great movie. First one was good. Second one, meh. Everyone's going, we didn't tune in for your movie suggestions. You move forward when you take action and you get feedback. Feedback of what does or doesn't work, and then you just double down. If you take action and it's a complete failure, don't do that. Do something else. If you take action and you move forward a little bit, do more of that. Just keep going and going and going and going and going. The other thing I really want to talk to you about on this is simply, I used to think with things like depression, all of us go through seasons, depending on our personalities and history and trauma and all sorts of things we've all lived through. We can go through seasons of being, more, we might feel depression, we might feel down. You might be watching this and going through a season of that right now. Rumination is one of the crucial parts of depression, right? It's when we get a low energy state and we get into rumination. We just keep going over and over and over and over the same patterns. Whatever the depressive sort of trigger and anchors are, we keep staying stuck in that pattern. I watched an amazing video a while back. It's got about 3 or 4 million views from this great professor talking about depression. And he talks about attributional style, and he talks about people in major depressive states tend to have an attributional style. They attribute their suffering to particular things. And two of those, they call them the 2 Ps, permanent and pervasive. Stay with me on this. Permanent is that when we feel down, we're often like it's permanent, where you think this is going to go on forever. And it's pervasive, that it covers all aspects of our lives. This is why action's so important, because when you're in a negative state, I've said this for years to people, when you're in a negative state, you will almost never think your way out of it. If you're in low energy states and you're miserable and life's horrible, it's really rare that people tend to go, oh, Oh, right, got it. That's what I'm doing wrong. And suddenly get a burst of energy and move straight out of the depressive state. I haven't seen it happen. Definitely didn't happen in my own life. What tends to change depressive states is action. Now, again, I'm not doing a deep dive here on depression, so if you know, I'm not telling you not to see therapists or whatever you're told to do, right? And that's not my point. Talk to your professionals about that. What I am saying is that as we begin to take action, we get energy, we get energized, we get momentum, we feel reconnected to the stream of life. So a lot of the time, friends, what you just want to do is get back in the game, get back in the game, get back in the game, take the next step, the next step, the next step, the next step. So stop waiting to feel energized and positive and passionate and ready to go. You just got to take action. So friends, I'm getting pumped on this today, right? Stop sitting on the metaphorical couch of life. Take action. Just go do something. Make the call. Join the club. Start the business. Launch the podcast. Whatever it is, take action today. If you're not doing enough exercise, go for a walk. Take action. I want to walk. Go for a walk. Do it. All right? Keep doing stuff. Not profound. All right, I want to keep this short because I've got to do one more video today. So check out tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we're talking about service of other people. I want you to check that out tomorrow. Please make sure you've subscribed, hit the notification bell, go check out the description, the podcast version, book me to speak at events, and of course, get free access to my book, Bridging the Gap. Go take some action. Hey, there's action right there. Subscribe. Go to the description notes. Get the book. Action. Do it. God bless you, everybody. My name's Jonathan Doyle. You and I are going to talk again tomorrow.